Why, hello there, lost family. Or maybe you're new here, a wanderer just stumbling onto the lost gamer's path. Either way, the journey begins again. Today we are in Disco Elysium, so stay close. It's easy to get lost out here.
Hello again, sir.
Oh. That just brought me back to the little girl. Don't need to speak with her again. I wonder how big this city is. The ad reads, broken window, Tibbs has windows.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Bummer. Poor little viewer, pat it. Vandalism, shake your head. Look inside. Poor little viewer, pat
The
it.
metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Well, look
A
inside
thick
it then.
layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Or shift your focus. Shift focus to the background.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower.
Pretty cool.
The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows.
Interesting. Well, let's leave. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect the bottles and sell them. I'm sure that one's messed up too.
This coin-operated viewer is
Oh, it's
facing
not.
south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while
I'm
looking
not
inside.
interested.
Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
I'm not interested. I don't want to spend my money on it. It's looking like I don't have a choice, though. Yeah, I don't have any desire to. Okay, so once you click on it, I guess you don't have any choice. Oh, okay, I think I was able to escape having to spend my money. It's so hard to tell sometimes what I'm even on. I
Yes?
think I actually, yeah. I don't want to talk to you. I was trying to look at this light pole. Roundabout north. Okay, so they're just kind of directions then. Plummet survives the sea, indifferent to your approach. The belly of this boat shines like it has been recently painted.
Hey! Up here, piggo!
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Conceptualize. Conceptualization. Impossible, 18. Why am I looking at this wall? I may as well. I don't know. I don't know if it helps me to do that or if it's like, I don't know. I guess I'll
You
try it.
have no clue. It's
Yeah.
just a wall.
Well,
So
continue.
many walls all over Martinez, weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
Well, leave then. Interesting. Inside the frame of a motorcycle and repair
you
used
better
to
keep
simple
walking.
girl up there. Did she spill the paint?
Look at me when I'm talking to you. The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
This is very ominous sounding. I'm hoping that's just paint.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
We just want to know your name, little lady. No need to get defensive. Don't use that tone with me. I am the law. Somehow I don't think she's gonna care about that. Let's start with your blood type and then go from there. Hep, yeah, when were you last tested? Just answer some questions, okay? Well, I guess I'll go with the first
And
one.
here I was trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
What did I say? I thought I would just let you know that we were just asking your name or whatever. Despite the sass, she puts the brush aside. You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at?
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
Well, I mean, what was wrong with that question? I was gonna get to the important question. I figured that was relevant to ask first. She nods disdainfully towards the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
She seems quite old.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Who is she?
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing.
Bummer.
You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Oh, I like wacky.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to us on.
I would like to ask you that.
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Oh, the fact that you said you're not a snitch tells me that you know exactly who done it.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Well, I don't really care that much. Constructions decades ago. Docking reserved for residents. Okay. The whirling isn't much bigger than the sloop. Your room in the whirling. Okay. Interesting.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good morning, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
RCM, what is that? I'm a little foggy here. What gave us away? I guess I'll shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and close.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Gladly.
Nice.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you
Thank
have
you.
my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Somehow I doubt that.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
You're on a boat. Tell me about the Wild Pines. What do you do? What can you tell me about this strike? What can you tell me about this lynching? Well, he told me I was supposed to be really, unhinged. And the most unhinged option here, I feel like, is you're on a boat, because that's just such an obvious point.
Why, yes I am.
She looks at the deck under her feet. Green, white sails flutter overhead. Not a lot of people on boats over here. Not a lot of people on boats, are there? Does she have a name? You have a license for this boat. I think I have a handle on the boat thing. Well, again, I'm supposed to be weird, so does she have a
The
name?
boat? No. It is called Cordelati. 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
I agree.
A breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You're reminded of something. Or someone.
Interesting. Cool, but your boat really needs a name. Well, I don't care what kind of boat it is, I just think she needs to name it.
Okay. How about Cordelechi 19? Why?
She taps on the side of the boat. It makes a hollow sound.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelechi, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about the sleek fish? How about the X-something? How about Dolores? I like the sleek fish.
What?
Because it's sleek and fish-like.
I think I'll stick with the factory name, but thank you.
A smirk passes her lips. Okay, well, maybe
My
I should
sloop?
conclude.
I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Oh. Her lips curl into a wry smile.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Well, you told me to be unhinged and weird, you know. So, that's what I was doing.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
That's what I wanted to... I'm glad I done what I was supposed to do. Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Oh, good point. Wait, we're on an archipelago? Look around.
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Le Caillou, I thought we were in Revachol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Oh, okay. I still haven't seen anyone else around.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Canema motor carriage either.
Well, that's not mine, so that's irrelevant.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
Well, to be fair, I didn't call it a toy.
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps.
Intriguing. Well, I don't care if she has a license for this boat, so...
Good.
Let's move on to maybe something more important. Tell me about the Wild Pines.
What
do
we
you
do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So, what do they do? Fair enough, tell me something else. Yeah, I don't care. Tell me about the strike.
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait, what if I want to hear about the trade secrets? Yeah.
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
An octopus? I will slay it.
Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
Okay. Well, that's a bummer.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike?
Yes, I did. What is your role in this?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
Interesting.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
I guess that makes sense.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. What can I say? The Union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organization now.
Interesting. Well, how was the talks going before that?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
Interesting.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike?
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
What are their demands? Tell me about this union boss, Mr. Clare. What happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it?
She pauses to compose herself, intriguing.
Off.
Oh.
Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Well, that's very inappropriate. Not cool.
Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
Sounds
you
like
approve of that?
usual aggressive posturing.
What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
Over-aggressive commie posturing. Seems like they have no idea about business. Forget it. I wanted to ask something else about the strike. I don't know what to think about that.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
I don't think that's terribly practical.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
Dang. That's pretty funny, I have to admit. The workers can't be kings. The king is king. The king is dead. Long live the workers. What are you going to do? Proceed. I guess I'll go with that's pretty funny.
They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical solution.
You would think. What are you going to do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position. A hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
That's for certain.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
Reaction speed, easy success. This checks out. What happened to this Gaumont? Tell me about this union boss, Mr.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt.
Okay.
I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
That makes more sense. Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Dang. Wait, there are 2 of him?
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
Dang.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see. with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Well, that sounds terrible. What about the union itself outside the Brothers Clare?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act. But they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say...
She hesitates, looking for the right expression.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Well, that's a shame.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
Well, it sounds terrible. Basically a socialist mob. I guess a giant leech?
Indeed. And a hungry one. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the leech always hungers.
One more thing, you said something happened in the elections.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Oh, that's disturbing.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Eerie. Some kind of extortion, probably. I don't know. It might be even worse than that. It is just eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play.
Yeah.
But what could they do? It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
That is good to know.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
I think that's all I need on this
Of course.
topic.
How else can I help?
Tell me about the... Didn't we just do that? Yeah. What can you tell me about the lynching? I think I'm gonna go with that, because it's just kind of fun, and I'm sure we can come back to the lynching. You seem smart. I need someone to give me the lowdown on this reality we're in.
This... reality?
She pulls her blood close. She pulls her hood closer around her neck. I got so drunk I forgot literally everything.
What?
She chortles, nearly spilling her tea. I went on a 3-day bender and now need you to explain the world to me. A supernatural event took place, point to your head, within my head on alcohol.
Such an acute encephalopathy. Just doesn't seem possible. Surely you're joking.
No.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
I don't know what the message that popped up on the screen
All right,
was.
you're in. Begin with the first one. You'll appear worldly.
Where are we? What times are these? What times are these, maybe?
These are unimportant times, detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
The big time.
Her eyes light up. There's a flash of teeth.
The smile of a predator. No doubt what she's got in mind.
Well, I'm not going to say you have a predatory streak because I don't want to put her on edge.
The revolution.
What is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
It's a little too accurate. Would you say it was a bunch of apes duking it out? Who got hit in the head this time? Who got the mineral rights? When was this kerfuffle? Oh, I want to know all of that.
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing intraspecies warfare.
And the apes, were they evil?
No. I would say the apes were neutral.
Ah, okay. She looks at you, her gaze sharp. Okay. Okay, neutral.
On the other hand...
She turns north to the bombed-out buildings lining the waterfront, then shivers slightly. So they were evil, then. Now, when was this kerfuffle?
Turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question.
She smiles mischievously.
The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who started?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat,
Well, that
a
makes sense.
particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Marzolf came along and overthrew the government.
Sounds horrific. What did this person do? What did this disease do? Where did it spread from there? Where did it spread from there? What did it do?
Made people overthrow their governments.
Yeah. Wow, really?
Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue.
Huh.
The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
That makes sense. Where did it spread from
From
there?
Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Marzolf's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
What came
Why?
next?
You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Interesting.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar.
Probably not.
Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie, a pair of pants.
What is the zone of
A
control?
city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
I'm guessing this is a memory.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
Huh. What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eslary communication. Telematic milieus, radiation, coloured plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
It's been like this for how long exactly?
43 years.
Wow.
Hard to fathom, I know.
So are you telling me we're 43 years old? Because I don't believe that. We both look too old. We've been doing all this time.
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river levelled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. '08 to 19 was simply hell.
And after
The
that?
30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time, in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
Were they?
No. It was a market mirage fueled by and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash. An Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are.
He curtsies. Yeah.
Welcome to reality, baby.
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
You don't seem to be thrilled.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova, this raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just...
She looks at the crumbling tenements, paint flecking from the stone.
We could have had so much more. Every one of us. If only we played it right.
What would have you done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
Good question.
No, her first.
I don't know what I would have done differently.
And you would have died, most likely. Not far from here. Maybe even right here, during the beachhead, defending the coast the day the Coalition took the city.
I'm guessing I chose the wrong thing. No?
The cold runs down your spine. She gestures toward the waters.
I don't know. I guess just
The
probably.
wind stops. There is silence on the dark water of the Martinez Inlet.
No, almost certainly. The Commune would have forced you. Such was the fate of the undecided.
Interesting. Well, who got the mineral rights? It's looking like the bright orange ones are ones I haven't asked yet. So, who got the
The
mineral
Liberals
rights?
got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
How did the Liberals win it all? Okay, by Liberals you mean...
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective.
Huh.
Or the remaining gentry. The
makes
beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement.
Okay.
Some were
Interesting.
rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
How did the Liberals win it
They
all?
didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
If everyone got hit, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The Coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Oh, okay. But you already said the Liberals
The
took
Coalition
everything.
of Nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay. The armed centre of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's always the case, isn't it? I ended up asking the wrong question. I wanted to call her out on that and see if she had an answer for that.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
Moralist.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head.
Well, that's probably better.
At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They
Yeah.
are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world. These guys are strong.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
I don't think I am a moralist, ma'am. Not just technically, practically as well. I like what I've heard about these people. If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then heck yes, I am, and also not. Yeah, that's kind of me, honestly.
An almost endearingly moralist standpoint. It must be hard to take a moderate approach to head shooting in your line of work.
Yeah. And she basically already answered that question of who got hit in the head, so I guess that's enough.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Oh my gosh, there's so much. Well, what is this? Spread your hands.
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
Am I really that awkward? Yes,
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
I meant this
Ah.
place here.
This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two. A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall.
Wow.
A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Who lived in them?
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off.
Makes sense.
Splat, splat.
Threatening. From a dilapidated balcony, Cindy the Skull gives Joyce the evil eye, her red paintbrush held to her throat.
Wonderful.
Isn't it, though?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Oh, that was next. I wish I hadn't done that, because I would like to know what the other ones were. And what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. North of the 8... You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year. Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city is Revachol?
Great kind.
Okay.
As if it's self-explanatory. Beyond patriotism. A fact.
Interesting. What makes Revachol great?
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Why here?
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people.
Whoa.
In the middle of the Insulindic Ocean. The world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're in an unimportant part of an important place. So we are pretty much at the center of the world. I guess that one
Oh, we're quite a way off. About...
points across the water, where the skyscrapers rise.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the Bank of the World building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Interesting. Look to
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
We are where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
She watches you closely as you scan the horizon.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
Well, this kind of is the lowdown.
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
Fair enough, then, I suppose. What is that? To point to Cindy the Skull.
The girl in the old lady rags.
Yes.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture. Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags.
Interesting.
She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
Well, I guess she may as well live in her fantasy world. It's probably better than reality. Okay, now explain the same thing, but to a child. I understand everything. Make it more complicated somehow.
I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat, all they want. Cattle has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead.
True.
All right. What next?
I suppose at this point all I can do is conceptualize that, and it
A
probably won't
strange
work.
coldness comes over you as you look at the world. The waves sway the sloop slowly. That's all. It's on the tip of your tongue, a doubt of sorts, already in your head. But it's not fully formed yet. You have to wait and return to this later, once the jamais vu thought is complete.
Well, I want to know what she is.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
What are you?
I am the vilest of the vile.
Oh,
A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants.
okay. Well, that's a little
I
disturbing.
am an ultra.
Okay.
It's sharp.
Liberal. Oh no. Cool. I liberate pretty hard myself. I don't understand what's so vile about that. Wait, what's an ultra?
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind.
I don't understand what's so vile about
Haven't
that.
you heard?
No,
I
I
am a
haven't.
nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. One of those who pushed the king under a wagon and betrayed the revolution. We surrendered the nation to financial colonists. No sane person identifies as an ultra anymore. Not in broad daylight.
Makes sense.
Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, are you repulsed?
I don't know enough about this world to be repulsed. I mean, it sounds like everything about this was a very complicated situation. So I can't really be the one to tell you whether you were wrong or right or somewhere in the middle.
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride. Forgive her,
Yeah.
but only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green eyes.
I forgive you, but only because you're charming. I'm
A
going with that one.
devil, who being of great charm and guile, sneaketh into the homes of the godly.
Beneath her waterproof raincoat and silk shirt is a body imbibed in numb 12 perfume. You are suddenly and intimately aware of it.
Well, I'm not going with 3, because that might put her off, and I still have important questions to ask her, so nod, devil woman.
I'm afraid you'll find that every woman is a devil woman, detective. There are only aesthetic differences between one and the other.
Fair enough.
When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
Would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery.
While a gentle wind sweeps the streets in the rebuilt east, light drizzle washing it clean, lights go up and motor carriages circulate the tracks.
I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake. Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We
Yeah.
should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
Yeah, I think it's probably better to stay sovereign.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes, an oil fire on the ocean.
You're a smart woman. You're a patriot, question mark. I think just you're a smart woman.
Perhaps. My intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
Her earrings chime as she nods. You're a patriot, question.
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
Seditious talk, man.
You have daughters.
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
I suppose.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
Let's talk about the
Quite a
lynching.
few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Okay. Well, I don't have that.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Goodness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Remember when I told you I literally cannot remember even the most basic facts about reality?
How can I forget?
She tilts her head to one side. One of those facts is where my badge is. Another is my name.
I was hoping your condition was rhetorical, Detective. A questioning technique.
Oh, it's not. I wish it were. Perhaps it is, but it's also true I don't remember where my badge is.
I have sympathy for your highly unusual conditions, sir. And I believe you. But as it stands, I cannot share any confidential information until I've seen both your badges.
I understand the dictates of protocol, ma'am, but is there no way around it?
I'm afraid not, Lieutenant. These are my employer's orders.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. She's a negotiator. Just float
Success.
a favor at her. Insinuate.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
Okay.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local trade. This is an open secret in Martinez.
Yes.
The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
Yes.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones.
Yeah, I could probably try.
Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Yeah, I suspect as much myself.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Okay.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How did you hope it would
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and
Well, I tried.
not volunteer us to be her henchman.
go? Oh, so we're henchmen now.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
Well, that's a shame.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
Well, honestly, I'm not all that worried about it. What do you propose we do? Don't investigate the substance trafficking. We could just, find my badge.
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate.
Okay.
Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it.
Yeah.
What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Okay.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Tell me more about this trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
And various synthetic. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dockworkers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
Am I going to need bolt cutters for
Unlikely,
this?
officer. I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable.
Interesting.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
All right.
You'll be indebted to her, in a way, but one step ahead of the Union in another.
Mm-hmm. It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it? I kind of just want to proceed.
Yes?
I'm getting a little tired. We will take this case, probe the drivers, see what it yields.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I suspect the traffic jam won't disperse for a few more days. You should have the time you need.
That's good.
In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Thank you. That's all for now.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
Okay, with that, our little adventure comes to an end here, for now. But the path never truly does. If you enjoyed getting lost with me, show me with a like or a comment. It helps me and my channel far more than you know. And if you wish to keep traveling these hidden trails, subscribe, and I'll see you when the path reveals itself again. Bye for now.